This bout is one of the hottest tickets around. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Beautiful counter punch. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting on you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Well done. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is...
Let's go, let's get it.
Broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
That hook doesn't score. Good counter punch. Through the hook, didn't land. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't score with that hook again. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of that sport.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Hector Camacho in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no... Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't find a home for that jab. Can't land that jab. Punch, counter punch. That right hook won't score. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? Right hook catching air. Swing and a miss with the hook. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho that last round. Back at it in round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. They got out of the way of that right hook. Going to punch himself out, though. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. That counter punch caught him clean. We're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I see.
Get back out there.
On to the 5th we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Missing with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Big hook doesn't land. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Nice counter shot. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. I promise you, all three This is the beginning of round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Camacho that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters getting this round. Here we go. It's round 7. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
And he misses with that straight left. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrating, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. That hook just can't find the target. Only catching air with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. Now you start wondering how they posted this. And they're back at it again here in round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
The only fear you have with this lightweight is has he punched himself out? Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Failing to score with that right hook. Swing and a miss with that hook. That left hook missed. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, baby. I won this.
A pretty lopsided decision there.
Let's get it.
They've done it before. Now they're doing it again. And look.
We have the same loss record, too. That's crazy. Let's get it, baby. We got one win. Can we get a second win? We got 15 losses. Damn.
Who could forget when Tyson Fury fought Francis Marco Antonio? And here we
This bout is scheduled for 8.
And this one has all of those big. And there's the bell to start round 1.
Let's go.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. That right hook's blocked. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Good counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he just missed with that left jab. Insane action. Swing and a miss with that left hook. A swing and a miss with the left hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Barrera in that last round. Here we go. It's round 2. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Shoot. When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
Swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee just pickpocketing and stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. That swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Thought there might be more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Let's go.
At this point, there's the bell to start round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. And Barrera is rocked.
Oh, Lord.
And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Beautiful counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. Counter shot lands. Good counter punching. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Misses with the straight left. Beautiful counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
These are not...
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
A lot of effort being exerted here. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Punch, counter punch. That left hook won't score. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
And he scores with the counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Barrera in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this...
Back into the fray here in round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. His stamina is off the charts. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. Swing and a miss with the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Barrera in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
That's when you talk about championship material.
Back into the fight. You're much better than this guy.
There's the bell for round 6. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
They need to turn this around halfway through.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Stamina is off the charts. Final 10 seconds here, and this is not... Marco Antonio Barrera is on the canvas. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was... There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Bam is hurt. As we take another look, it's
Let's get it. Let's go. Body shot. Body shot.
I've got to see that again.
They are going to surrender. No
Yeah,
loss.
you better surrender.
Well, the corner is thrown.
That was a good match.